Good morning, everyone. Hello, I have with me Sarve today. Hello, Sarve. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Dawn. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yep, I wasn't sure if you could hear me then. Hello. Now, Sarve is a rapid transformation therapist and hypnotherapist, aren't you?
Yes.
So it's going to be a very exciting topic.
Yes, I am.
Many people. I think we've got a bit of a lag between you and me, have we? Sounds like we have.
We do, yes.
Yeah.
I keep losing you then. Yeah. I think you're back now, though.
Yeah, we'll get through it. Don't worry. So we're going to be talking about hypnotherapy and regression. And also in between, I'll be doing some reading, some mediumship reading. So it'll be really good fun. So shall we do a couple of hellos, Sarve?
Let's do it.
Yeah, awesome. So let's see. We've got Terry Louise. She says, good morning, Dawn, Sarve and Richard. Hi, Terry.
Morning, Terry.
Lovely.
We got Jade Fleming as well, who says, hi there. Good morning, Jade.
Hi. We have Sharon Calladine, I think that is. Hi there, Sharon.
And we've got Thea, is it? Good morning. Thank you for joining.
Hello there. Hi there. We have Leslie Morton. Hi, Leslie. Good morning, she says.
And we have Gina. Hiya, good morning.
Hi, Gina. We have Sarah Fernley. Oh, nice big rainbow over your picture there. Good morning, all, she says.
And we've got Kelly Williams. Morning. Good morning.
We have Julia Ramsden. She's put morning and 2 lovely little kisses.
And we got Fiona Rowson. Good morning, lovely to see you. Hope you are well. Thank you, Fiona. Lovely to see you too.
Lovely. Marissa Serafino. Hello from Carolina, the Bay Area. Very nice.
And we've got Keith Bernard. Good morning. Hope you are well. We're very well, Keith. Thank you for joining.
Eva, I'm not even going to try that one. I do apologize, Eva. Good morning from Sweden.
Oh, lovely. And we've got Kirsty. Good morning, everyone, with a lovely little heart. Good morning, Kirsty.
Bless you. Marissa again, California. How come everyone's so much beautiful places?
We've got Audrey, who's saying good morning from Ireland. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. And we've got M. Ferry-Dooney, which is my lovely mother, actually. Good morning, Mum.
Hello, Mum. Julia Caswell. Good morning, everyone. Little kiss. Good morning to you too, Julia.
And we've got Patricia saying good morning to you all.
Good morning. Audrey McCulligan. Good morning from Ireland.
We've got Beverly French. Hi, everyone. Happy Easter. She says, I have eaten through chocolate for everyone. Enjoy, Beverly.
Have you had as much as me, though, Beverly? Kelly Simmons. Good morning. Little bunny rabbit and a little flower. Oh. She's put a little heart now. Is that your mum?
Oh, yes, that's my mother.
Christine Davies. Good morning, all.
And we've got Kelly saying good morning, evening, everyone from Australia. Oh, lovely.
Good evening there. Wonderful. Of course it is. Cheryl Boxell. I always say Boxell, sorry. Have a beautiful day, all my lovely peoples. Have a beautiful day to you too, lovely lady. Right, let's get on with the show. So to anyone we haven't said hello to, hello, and a big happy Easter to you all. Right, so Sarve.
Yes.
So you are a clinical hypnotherapist.
That's correct, yes.
Professionally trained.
I am, yes, certified hypnotherapist, professionally trained by Marissa Peers, if anyone knows about Marissa Peers. She's actually been in this industry for over 35 years. and she's been researching human behavior for that period of time. And she actually came up with her own concept, which was a rapid transformational therapy. And she took all the best tools and techniques from all of the different therapies, so including neurolinguistic programming, regression therapy, CBT, and hypnosis, and came up with this groundbreaking, revolutionary concept, which gets to the root cause of the client's issue in just one session. And it's very powerful, hence rapid and transformational in the title.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So, so are you sort of tapping into people's past as well, and sort of sort of help opening that up for them?
We are, yeah. So as rapid transformational therapists, we actually want to get to the root cause of the issue. And the root cause of the issue is a lot of the time in the subconscious mind. And that can be to do with the past as well, of course. And I got interested in all of this because I was going through my own healing process. So I actually used to be a corporate girl, used to work for a corporate company. And when the pandemic hit, I had a little bit of an awakening. And I just thought, what value am I really adding to the world? What am I bringing to the table? And it began this accelerated awakening process within me where I felt this real deep calling for healing, not just for myself, but for the world. So the healing arts kept calling, and I kept getting these healing vibes, like I need to go into the healing arts. So I actually ended up quitting my job, and I didn't have anything to go into in the middle of the pandemic. So everyone thought I was crazy. But I felt so passionate and so intensely just driven to leave and to start something to add value to the world. And that's when I met Marissa Peers. That's when I came across rapid transformational therapy. And I actually had quite a lot of sessions myself. And I started really uncovering my true essence and started becoming a better version of myself and seeing how important it was for my life and how much it added value to mine. So I wanted to share that with the world. So I began practicing as a rapid transformational therapist and studied to become a practitioner. And in that process, learned so much about myself. And I just wanted to gift that to the world as well and share it with as many people as possible.
Yeah, to transform people's lives.
That's it, exactly that. Yeah.
So you obviously had a natural, it was a calling for you to do
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I speak to my friends now about it, and they all say, "Oh, you've always been like this. Your presence has always brought us a lot of comfort, and you've got a calming nature, and even like healing hugs." So I think this has always been in my being, but I didn't quite understand it, and I didn't quite activate it until recently. And then since I have tapped into it, it's just been a complete accelerated process where it's just opened so many doors for me, and I'm attracting people to me that obviously need my service, and I'm so glad that I could be of service.
Absolutely. So that's beautiful. And so can people actually come to you for like grief therapy as well? Can you help with that?
You can help with anything that's mental, emotional, physical, anything that affects you in any area of your life. It all starts in the mind. Now, as I was talking about the subconscious mind before, if you imagine the subconscious mind is like a vault, and the vault holds all your programs. And from the age of 0 to 7, we are actually functioning in a different brainwave. So we are functioning in a theta brainwave. And the theta brainwave is a brainwave associated with intuition, learning, and downloading. So this is why they say children's brains are like a sponge, because they're looking at their mum, their dad, their siblings, community, school, and they're just downloading programs of how can I be a human being in this world? How can I function? And we're all born into this world seeking connection and wanting to avoid rejection. So those first 7 years are very fundamental. So if you pick up a program that's self-limiting, that's restricting, that's not enabling you to be your true self, that ends up later on in your adult life affecting 95% of your life, because these programs in our subconscious mind affect our lives, but we can't access them unless we're in that theta brainwave.
Yeah.
This is where therapy, exactly, to get into that vault. So this is where hypnotherapy comes in. The only 2 times you can really access the theta brainwave, which is that hypnotic trance state, is when you're about to fall asleep and when you wake up first thing in the morning. And that's that suggestible open brainwave. This is why when people listen to hypnotic recordings, they always say do it at night or throughout the night. So it actually penetrates your subconscious mind. So what we do in rapid transformational therapies, we use the hypnosis as a baseline to create that theta brainwave. So then we can open the vault of the subconscious mind and get to the root cause of the grief or the anxiety or the stress or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And in order, exactly. And we have to understand it in order to be able to transmute it. So in rapid transformational therapy, knowledge is power. So when the client has the knowledge, then we can allow them to become empowered and free from that issue.
I find it fascinating, and I know all of you as well. Absolutely. So I know obviously we had all the lockdown. It was a huge thing for so many people. And it was painful, people were lonely, and people still are, I know a lot of people are saying it's over. It's obviously not, but people are still having a ricochet problem where people are still suffering. They're suffering with loneliness and all that. Is there a way that this can be helped with that as well?
So my saving grace, and something that I religiously do every day, is meditate, because when you meditate, you get that time with yourself. Now, loneliness is a whole different issue. I understand where you're going with that, but I think a lot of the times people are afraid of their own selves, their own company. So meditation is a very interesting way to kind of become comfortable in your own skin and to go inwards. Absolutely. And to see why are you lonely? Why do you have the grief? Why are you stressed? Because we are all healers in our own way. We are all self-healing as well. So as a healer, when someone comes to me, I don't have any magical powers to heal them. I just ignite the healing within them. Wonderful. So, this is when you get a cut on your hand, you see how incredible the body is. It just steps right in and does all the work. And actually, if you're trying to interfere, you make it worse, because the body knows what it's doing. The body has an infinite wisdom of its own. And so do we.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Louise Russell just said she's an RTT student as well. Hi, Louise. Amazing. So I think meditation is a great tool that people, if you don't meditate already, please definitely think about it and look into it, because it will create the feeling of no longer that whole separation and loneliness. Because once you tap into your own resources and your own inner self, you also tap into that inner calm and inner peace that comes with sitting alone, closing your eyes for a few minutes and just tuning into what's going on in your inner world, because we're so constantly drawn in and distracted on things in the outside world. It's so vital in this day and age to just stop, close your eyes, go within and try and understand what's going on inside of you.
Definitely. I'm a huge advocate for meditation every day. Got to be done.
It's like hygiene, isn't it? You wouldn't leave the house without brushing your teeth. So in my eyes, if I leave the house and I haven't meditated, I genuinely feel like I haven't brushed my teeth.
Totally. We have a wonderful comment from Keith Barnard up here. He's put, so because we are mostly water, this is interesting, and water holds memory, do you feel while being carried by your mother? Because you are mostly water holds memory. And do you feel while being carried by your mother, you are being programmed with emotional knowledge from sounds around us?
That's really, really interesting concept, Keith. And I've got a little example to share with you on that. So when we were being trained by Marissa Pearce, she had a client who came into her and he was scared of any drumming noises. So it was affecting his whole life. And he ended up, because the universe likes to trigger you. So he ended up dating a woman who was in a band, who was a drummer. Oh, God, what a coincidence, right? And he wasn't able to go to her shows because he couldn't handle it. If he was around that kind of drumming beats, sounds, he would get triggered and he would start getting panic attacks and getting very scared and distressed. So when Marissa used regression therapy to take him back to the root cause of this fear, he actually went back to being in his mother's womb. And he went back to being in his mother's womb, and they used to live in Kenya. And there was a part of the village that got raided, and these men ended up coming and killing lots of people, and it was horrific. But his mum was pregnant with him at the time, and she managed to shut herself in the bathroom. And for those few hours, her heart was beating so fast that that's what he was connecting to. And obviously he was being bombarded with this feeling of fear, and God knows what other chemicals were going on in her body. And so he was never told about that situation. But then later on in his adult life, the beating sound of, like, similar to his mother's heartbeat in that incident would trigger the fear and the anxiety in him. So Keith, you're 100% right. These things definitely do affect, especially in the womb, that babies are, you know, they don't see anything. So they're very tuned into what they can hear. And like you said, water does hold memory. And 100% when a woman is pregnant with her child, it's very important what you open yourself up to, what you consume, because the baby is going to be in tune with all of that.
I'm sat here in awe, shock and awe.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I'd never thought of it like that. It's incredible. Right, Honora Lewis, she's put, I use high vibrational meditation and soundtracks.
Very good. Very, very good. It's all about raising that vibration and raising that frequency. I've just seen Kelly as well said, what's the difference between meditation and self-hypnosis? So
interesting.
Meditation for me is more just letting go of the day, kind of just centering and grounding myself and connecting with the divine and within you, and also just having that time for peace, quiet and calm. Self-hypnosis is programming your subconscious mind. So that's where you're looking at, let's say you want to lose weight, or you want to get over the anxiety, or you want to quit a habit or addiction that is no longer serving you. That's when you might use self-hypnosis to kind of plant that seed, that belief that you want to then flower, and you want to water it for it to flourish in your mind. So that's how I would describe the difference between meditation and self-hypnosis.
Love it. Keith Barnard, he's put, I've tested the theory of this too. He's tested the theory of this too. Unknown to the sibling subconsciously, they were there to support the mother. Whenever she was upset, she would turn up. She would turn up.
Amazing. It's just we're all connected. You know, we've got this intuition, we've got these gut feelings, and this is why nothing is a coincidence in this world, right? Everything happens for a reason. Everything's is connected. So it's amazing that you've tested the theory as well, and it's miraculous when you actually think about it.
Well, I had a little experience. I was pregnant with my first child and with my twins as well. Both times that I was serving platform, and with my I thought it was just coincidence. With my first child, he was so active. He'd been quiet, he'd been asleep, but he was so active within me while I was on platform. And then I thought, and I found that I was able to tune in much more fully as well with him inside me. And with the twins as well, it was the same experience. So I sort of joke with them now and say, "Oh, you've all been on platform anyway, so you know."
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. So you were basically finding that you were more sensitive and more intuitive with them inside you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just think it's amazing. Kirsty, hello, my gorgeous lady. She's put, do you believe that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis?
So it's very interesting. I like I said, I think we are all self-healers. So when I have a client come into me, I'm the guide, if you like. Yeah. But yes, they are doing the work. So with hypnosis, especially if you're new to it, you do need that guide. You do need that professional to guide you through the process. And I like to say that whenever a client comes in, I try and make it fun, because obviously you have to be lighthearted, because it can become a little bit deep and intense at times. So I say to them, right, we're both detectives here. And we're going to be going into your subconscious mind, and we're going to be looking for those clues, and we're going to be putting them all together at the end, the piece of the puzzle. And then we are going to create this picture. So you're going to understand the root cause of your problem, so you can let go of it and release it. So I think all hypnosis is, in a sense, self-hypnosis, because even with the guidance of the practitioner, at the end of the day, you're still in control and you're the one that's going into the different brainwave. But some people have a clear intention. So someone might come to work with me because they would prefer that guidance. Other people might be more confident to say, no, I'm going to do self-hypnosis and I'm going to reprogram my subconscious mind myself. Both are equally as effective.
And it's not to be thought of as a scary thing. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm going down the rabbit hole now, and you know.
Well, this is, and it's funny, just before our show today, I had a phone call from a potential client, and a 65-year-old man who has facial tics. And he said, I want to understand the root cause of this. I'm scared about what's going to come up. And I tried to reassure him, and I said to him, look, you've been carrying this baggage from the past in you for such a long time. Isn't it time that you put that down and released it and let it go and empowered yourself? Yeah. Exactly. And the beauty of hypnotherapy is you only review the situation, you don't relive it, because you can't it's in the past. You can't relive it, but you review it, and you have to review it unattached from it. You have to allow that blockage from the past to come up and come out. Because if you repress it again, it's going to go back inside of you, and it's still going to create those limitations and restrictions that you feel in your life. So yes, it is a little bit scary, but also it's quite liberating and freeing at the same time.
And do you have to be a certain type of person? Do you have to be susceptible to?
Well, it's quite interesting you say that. So I use a technique in rapid transformational therapy to get the client into that brainwave, which is called REM, which is rapid eye movement. Now, exactly, REM sleep. So I'm sure you've seen, even with your children, when they're about to fall asleep, they've got that fluttering in the eyelashes, and sometimes you see the whites of the eye. That's the person entering the brainwave that we like to work with, which is the Theta brainwave. So that is how we go into the subconscious mind, and that's the technique that we use.
Fabulous. It's amazing.
But it's so many layers, isn't there? They just keep going and going.
Totally. Well, I think if there's no more questions at this very second, we've got Kirsty Groves who put, yes, agreed. I believe your mind will not let anyone do anything unless it wants to. You're not going to be walking around if you say to someone, oh, cluck like a chicken. You know, all this sort of stuff we've seen on telly.
Yeah, this is actually the problem.
It's not going to make you feel silly.
Yeah, the way the media has portrayed hypnotherapy is very like, cloak and watch and, look into my eyes, not around the eyes, and it's cluck like a chicken and you're a monkey.
Exactly.
All of that stuff is pure entertainment. I can't make anyone do what they don't want to do. The mind is such a powerful tool. You just can't. So the person is in control the entire time, and all of the stuff that people have seen in films, stage hypnotherapists is purely for entertainment. It is a completely different ball game when it's a professional basis.
Yeah, that's it. Because you're professionally trained and you do it with so much heart. And I've read so many comments on your website about how you just made them feel so calm. So you communicated the way you speak to them, and it's helped transform their lives.
It's so powerful, yes. So
it's incredibly powerful. Judy Caswell, I had hypnotherapy after my mum passed, as I was stopping myself grieving, as I had overwhelming feelings of guilt for no reason. I'm starting to get spirit coming through, so this could possibly be a connection. So it changed my life of how I view things and stopped my guilt. Oh, bless you.
That's amazing, Julie. That's amazing that you had the power within you to seek something like that, and that it helped as well. I'm really pleased for you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Right, if you're happy, I'm going to go into some.
Please do. Please do.
Okay. I feel I have a dad with me, and he's starting to come through with feelings of great tiredness. And when I say tiredness, it's like almost like an illness, like I can't think of what the name for it is, but it's extreme fatigue, I would call it. And he's talking about having very painful knees as well. And as I speak about him, he he really loves the outdoors. He's showing me loads and loads of peas. I can see loads of peas. So I know he would have loved he would have been interested in growing vegetables, and gardening would have been really interested him. He seems to almost fall to the side, and I can see a lot of darkness around him. And that would emote to me that he really he sort of, the world sort of shut out for him, as if his mind just slightly started to disappear at the end. Not disappear, but sort of his mind started to go away towards the end. So he was sort of losing the connection with our world. Also, I have the name of Stan come up with me, but let's not hold on to the name at the moment. Can anyone take any of this information at the moment in time? So we have the.
I can.
You can take it.
I can take that. Yes.
Okay. Hello, Richard.
Good morning again.
Richard, our producer. Good morning again. Okay.
And so can Kirsty Grogan can take all that as well.
Oh, Kirsty can take all of it as well. Bless you, Kirsty. Hello. So Richard and Kirsty, are you both happy to work with me for a moment?
Yeah, I'll fight Kirsty for it. Come on, bring it on.
I'm not having no message grabbers, Richard. Bless you. I'm ready. You know I'm playing with you. Okay, let's get back into that energy. Okay. So yes, would you understand why he's given me a beautiful red rose as well? He just gives me a lovely red rose to give that you. So I feel this would have been, but not but this. Right. Okay. I'm going to ask, which one of you? This will separate you. Which one of you had the burial? Not a cremation, a burial.
Yeah, not me.
Right. Kirsty, can you understand? Can you understand that as being you?
Just let everybody know there was a 15-second delay from your comments.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep working. I just wanted to try and separate you two. Okay. Right. I'm giving you the red rose. The red rose is very substantial, very important. Right. Kirsty Grogan. Lovely. Richard, bless your soul. If you can take some love from that message, from that connection, then please do, Richard. Kirsty, yes, my dad was buried. Thank you, Kirsty. Bless you. Would you understand there being a rose put on his coffin? Okay, you can take the rose too. Right, great, thank you. And it's also the rose is also symbolic for you as well. Excuse me. I can feel a lot of smoke going on around me as well. Excuse me. So whether this gentleman was a smoker or I want to say he was a smoker, but that's just coming from my own mind. I don't think he actually was, because it's just in my throat as well. I've got a lot of build up in my throat, so I feel that there would have been a lot of chest problem coming up as well, and also some cancerous condition there. I want to say, if you can understand that, Kirsty, smoke is how he comes through for me. Oh, bless his soul. Kirsty is a beautiful, beautiful medium. Her and her husband. So if oh gosh, oh excuse me, sorry, he's losing all his words. He's losing all his words, all his speech, and his mind is just the whole thing is going, bless his soul, towards the end, and it was just really heartbreaking. He's leukemia. Oh. Right, I have to tell you one thing which will be of interest to you as a medium. My dad comes through to help me, and he passed with leukemia. So when he comes through, he had just showed me himself up there. So that's why I mentioned a cancerous condition, because I knew that was him. That's how a lot of mediums work. We work like that. So I'm going to give you a passing. He's shown me yellow. He's shown me bright yellow for you. Okay. I'm not sure what yellow means to you, but yellow for me is all about joy and bringing light and life in abundance. Okay, so a great healing light around you, and bringing you towards the lower chakras as well. So some problems with the stomach area as well. But I just want to give you light. I want to give you power. I want to give you joy from him. Okay. And I'm gonna wrap that up, because I know we want to speak more with Sarve. But God bless you for working with me. And cherry pie. I want to give you cherry pie. Cherry pie, just to finish off with the bless your soul, Kirsty. With the lattice work, with the lattice on the pie. Just show me that really quickly. Right, I'm going to go because I don't want to spend any more time because I want to get back to Sarve. So God bless you, Kirsty. And thank you so much for working with me. Thank you, Richard. Okay. We have a little hello from Kathy. Sorry, do you know what? Because I've connected with Spirit, my eyes are gone a bit funny. Kathy Blazai. Sorry. Hello, everyone from Zimbabwe. Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Kathy.
God bless you. So, Honora Lewis, how do you do self-hypnosis? That's a good one.
So there's quite a lot of good content on YouTube for self-hypnosis, but you would initially start just like a normal meditation, but there are different techniques. You want to get into that theta brainwave, and the way you access the theta brainwave is similar to meditation, because you have to just quieten the mind. You have to kind of feel into the body, but you've got to just close yourself off to external factors. So what I would say is definitely check out YouTube for that. If you put in self-hypnosis, and if you want to put in Marissa Peers, she will have some fabulous techniques to share with you on that. But if you haven't done any meditation before, I would recommend just doing a bit of meditation to build that up so you feel comfortable accessing that brainwave, and then making sure you set an intention on what you want to program your subconscious mind with. So what you want to remove and what you want to put in its place.
Obviously, you would agree, wouldn't you, 100%, that going to someone who is a professionally trained hypnotherapist is going to be
I mean, yes, it's at the end of the day, it's kind of like a fast track, isn't it? If you've got the time and you're willing to do the research and all of that behind it, then fabulous, do that. But if you do want the guidance, then of course a certified hypnotherapist is the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. What was that last comment, Richard? Sorry, could you put that back? Because that was interesting. Thank you. Honora Lewis, asking for that information because I suffer from bipolar depression, oh God bless your soul, anxiety issues and PTSD from my loss of my daughter from a drunk driver accident in 2010. This is what we were talking about earlier, isn't it? How you can help with grief and going back. God bless your soul. God bless your soul.
Bless you. I understand it's a very difficult time when things like that happen, but self-healing and self-soothing is definitely the way to go. So I'm really glad that you're here and you're listening to this, and I really, really hope that you find the peace that you're looking for.
Bless you. Oh, Kirsty Grogan, spot on. Yeah, with the sorry, I missed that. She was writing about the cherry pie and stuff. So bless you, Kirsty. Bless you, Kirsty, and the lower chakras. Cheryl Boxell, I find the moon phases affect my mood and body.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Cheryl. So I've started actually working with the full moon and the new moons as well. It's a very potent, powerful time. And I can't remember the gentleman's name that mentioned. Yes, I think it was Keith. He mentioned the fact that we are mostly water. Yes. Now, if you imagine the way the moon affects the tides of the sea, you can only start thinking how it's affecting us. Exactly. And it's it's called lunar, but they also call it the loony time, right? So hospitals and police stations will always say that around a full moon, their activity is a lot higher. And that's right, because we're affected in that way. But if you are able to tap into it and start using it more powerfully, so again, meditation comes into it, to set an intention and work with the full moon by doing a meditation on the night of the full moon. If you're into crystals, charging your crystals, your tarot cards, any divination tools, charging them under the full moon. And then the new moon's very potent for setting new intentions. So if it's a new home that you want to manifest, the relationship of your dreams, even healing, that's the time to do it, setting that intention with the new moon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Cheryl. That was a wonderful comment. Thank you. Beverly French, this full moon right now has wiped me out big time. Super drained like a zombie. Amen, sister.
It's a very powerful one. It's definitely, I feel you there, Beverly.
Mm-hmm. Kimbo, can hypnosis be done over the internet?
Very good question. So
I have the same connection, the same power.
Completely the same. So energy is energy, right? Energy doesn't understand internet or in person. Energy is energy. So I do have clients that prefer to have sessions in the comfort of their own home. So we will do it over Zoom or Skype. And then I have clients that prefer to be in person, but 100% hypnosis can be done over the internet. And actually Marissa Peer, who obviously now doesn't do any sessions one-to-one anymore because she's going around creating this absolute army of rapid transformational therapists around the world. She had many international clients, and everything was over Zoom, similar to myself as well. There are people that just prefer the comfort of their own home, and equally as effective, exactly the same. I've not had any difference in results.
One little comment: is it dangerous to do it over the internet? And if it does, what could be the dangers?
I mean, I've never experienced anything like that.
If you were to watch if you were to listen to a CD of hypnosis, I suppose.
Yeah, the only thing that could happen is if the line breaks off, the person will stay in a state of hypnosis for a bit, but when they see that they can't hear my voice, they would just open their eyes and come out. So
like waking up.
Exactly, but the technique that I use with the REM, rapid eye movement, that we spoke about, is a very gentle state of hypnosis. So there is no trance. It's not like, oh, I'm lost in this trance and I don't know how to get out. I'm not conscious. If anything, you're more alert, you're more conscious. You have your eyes closed and you are accessing that different brainwave. So you're talking through the whole thing as well. So it's not just me talking at the person. The way my sessions are structured, I have constant communication with the person because, like I said, we're both the detectives going in for those clues. So actually,
sorry,
no, please go ahead.
I was just thinking, if for instance, you were listening to a CD, you were on your own or something, and you listen to it in a hypnosis CD, and say there's a fire, or something happened.
You're completely alert. You're completely alert. So one of the exercises I do before I go into the hypnosis is I start waking up the 5 senses of the customer. So with their eyes closed, I start getting them to tune in, to become deliciously human in the present moment.
That.
Yeah, because we're just so
becoming deliciously human.
Because that, we're so out of touch with our senses sometimes. So I start getting them to start tuning into their sense of hearing, their sense of sight, smell, taste, and then they really become in the moment. They really ground themselves in their energy. So of course, if there was anything going on, they would be the first to realize. Yes.
Is it just a little bit cheeky? How would you feel about doing one of our VIP Zoom sessions?
So what is that? You'll have to tell me about that.
We have like a lounge for our VIPs.
Okay.
So if you did like a little Zoom session of maybe like a bit of hypnotherapy, something like that.
Yeah, we could definitely look into that.
I'm being cheeky.
Yeah, we could definitely look into that for sure. I mean, there are group hypnosis sessions that I've done before. So yeah, definitely we can look into that.
Sure. Something a bit special for our VIPs. Have a think about it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, why not?
We'll do another reading in a moment. Beverly French, I would love to have a session. There we go. Would this life childhood thing first or more recent things?
So I think I understand what Beverly's saying. So Beverly, it depends what the issue is that you want to address. So let's say, for argument's sake, it's anxiety. I would then ask your subconscious mind to go to the root cause of the anxiety. Now, we don't know whether that's recent or if that's childhood based, but actually the beautiful thing about this whole method is your subconscious mind does all the work for you. You have your eyes closed and we are the detectives going in to look for the clues, but your subconscious mind is guiding you through the whole thing. So when you do the regression therapy part, it's going to take you back to the root cause of whatever issue it is that you want to work with. So if that was created in your childhood, yes, you would go back to your childhood. But if that was created 10 years ago, then it would take us back to that exact moment in time when you first started creating this issue from the inside. Got you.
Oh, I love it. Beverly Fritz. So she would love him. So where do you want to quickly tell us how we can get hold of you?
Sure. So I think Richard has put my website. Lovely. Thank you, Richard.
Yes.
So that's my website, guys. Please feel free to go on there, read the reviews, have a look at the services that I offer. If your issue doesn't fall under the services, don't worry. I cover absolutely everything. Like I said, anything emotional, physical, or mental is part of the process. And I've spoken to the lovely Dawn and Richard, and I will be doing a special discounted rate for anyone who wants to have a session. So please, when you get in touch with me, there's a booking form on there and there's a contact form on there. So when you get in touch, please say that you're from SPF TV, and I will most definitely honour that promotion and will discount and extend it to you.
Generous.
Of course,
that's really generous.
Thank
That's
you.
lovely. That's lovely. I know that I would love to be regressed.
Oh, yeah. What would you work on, Dawn, if you
Oh
could?
gosh, there is too much to talk about right now. I'm a can of worms. Oh, I've just had a little message from Richard. He's put, I will pay. This is from Richard, our producer. I will pay for one and give it away as a prize for one of our VIPs.
That's very generous, Richard. The VIPs are very lucky.
Horse in the mouth.
Amazing. Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
One of our VIPs to win that. That is fantastic. Brilliant. We'll have one more question before I do a little bit more from readings. Cheryl Boxell, hello, gorgeous. I have fibromyalgia, and with this, you never go into a restorative sleep. Can this be overcome with hypnotherapy? That's really interesting.
Cheryl, anything can be overcome with hypnotherapy. We've got to find the root cause of it, to understand it, and then reprogram and rewire your subconscious mind to allow you to go into those restorative sleep, like those. Now we're talking about delta brainwaves here, and there's obviously something blocking that, and it's for a reason. We've got to understand that reason, transmute it, heal it, and then rewire and recode your subconscious mind to allow you to go into those deeper states.
Would she need to speak to her doctor before having any treatment?
If she feels comfortable to do that, then of course, please do. Really, like I said, everything starts here first. So even if it's physical, it started here first. So we actually do, if she feels comfortable. But we actually have a method in rapid transformational therapy called command cell therapy. So we actually talk to the cells in the body, and we program and rewire the cells in the body as well. So I recently had a client who had colitis, and with autoimmunes, again, it's the body kind of turning on itself. And we got to the root cause, and it was because she didn't feel good enough as a child, and she always had to be the sick one to get attention. So she had learnt on a subconscious level that I'm not significant, I'm not good enough, but whenever I'm sick, I've got all the love and attention that I want. So then for the rest of my life, I must be sick. This is all subconscious. I must be sick. And she starts creating one after the other illnesses, diseases, problems in the body. And she'd had enough of it she's 35. She absolutely had enough of it, but couldn't control it. And it's just mental, because we have the session, and then a few days later, she was like, I'm going to the toilet like normal. I can't believe it, because the body's finally like, oh, thank God, we can get rid of this now. We don't need it.
Her doctor would have been giving her medication upon
steroids. She was on all sorts. She was
no need for any of that.
And it's so sad, because it's kind of like the problem's there screaming out for help, and we're taking this medication to mask it. And I understand, look, I'm not against my own father's doctor. I understand, that we're very lucky to live in a day and age where we've got such advanced medical help and care. But ultimately, we have to go in and understand what is going on a deeper subconscious level that's creating all these layers of problems.
Exactly. And I just want to shout out that we would never advocate on SBTV or any of us to say that, that we are doctors, and whatever information we give out is purely,
from our own experience as well, right?
Experience, absolutely. So thank you so much, Sarve.
Thank you.
I'm booking my session.
Oh, amazing! I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Crazy though. I was joking with Richard earlier. I was saying to him, when I meet my children's parents or something, or I go into a parents' evening or something, I think to myself, please just act normal, just for the kids' sake. Please don't talk to dead people.
You've got such a
It's been
special
half
gift,
hour.
though, Dawn. You've got such a special gift.
Bless you, bless you. Cheryl, that's so interesting. As they say that fibromyalgia has been stemmed from a situation. So there we go. There we
Thank
go.
you, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing.
Cheryl. Okay, I'm going to give you another reading now. I can always feel when it starts to come in because I can't read properly when things start to happen. Okay, I want to connect with an elderly lady here, and she passed away in the care home. Okay, oh dear. She's telling me that she was very, very frail and quite, her word, not mine, fragile. She's saying she became very, very, oh, sorry, Christine, very interesting. I'm definitely having this done. Yes. Not before me, though. I'm getting in there first. Bless you, Tina. Yes. So she was very fragile. And she's telling me that she was never drinking enough. The carers were wonderful, trying to push fluids with her, but she was never really interested in drinking it. I think I want to come to a daughter here. I feel she's telling me that there was a daughter that came to visit her. But even when her daughter come to visit, she couldn't even push fluids on her. I'm not. Her mind was She was pretty much. She was there in her mind, but she wanted to shut down. She sort of wanted it to be. She didn't really care anymore about herself. She wanted it to be over. Okay, she was ready to go to spirit, but her daughter was not ready for her to go. Okay. Would anybody understand this for the moment? Would anybody come through and understand that? Let me just carry on working. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a quick drink. This lady was also she was quite musical. She's showing me, oh, she's making me very, very tired. That's Cheryl, bless you. That sounds like my nan. Okay. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, Beverly French. Oh, I feel really sick now as well. Beverly, my nana was in a care home. She was very ready to go. We fed her water through a straw. Oh, bless her soul. Yeah. Kerry Ann Marshall sounds like my grandma. We have lots of people here. I'm going to try and separate you by telling you that I feel incredibly sick right now. Incredibly sick. Jade Fleming sounds like an auntie, right? These are all women, so that is cool. That is good. Oh dear, very, very sick. I'm going to ask her to take that away for me. Right. I'm trying to narrow you down by telling you about the sickness. Everything she ate, she was sick. Jade Fleming, bless you, Jade. Okay. And she's showing me a I think it's called is it a plectrum or a pick? It's like a triangle shape, and you play guitar with it. I think she was like a mum figure. Oh, bless you, Jade. Bless you, Jade. So we have a musical interest here, musical abilities. So that might help to separate you as well. And terrible headaches as well. Terrible headaches. Oh dear. There would have been problems with my eyes as well. She's showing me she's making me do that. So I know that it would have been like she was swimming. Her head was swimming. Okay. So we would have had problem with the middle ear as well, and all the dizziness. Okay. Jade Fleming, yeah, she was like a mum figure to me. Can anybody else understand the rest of the information? So the sooner I can get her placed, sooner I can get her to take some of this away. Carrie Ann Marshall, yes, migraines. Okay, bless you, darling. And just the incredible sickness. She's showing me her skinny pick. Oh, it's called a pick, is it? Right, Beverly, you'd understand that, my love. Thank you. Oh gosh, she's showing me her knees, and her legs were like respectfully, I'm going to say they were like sticks. Okay, her legs were just so skinny. She said, and I didn't look like this You know, this was not me. This was not me. And I didn't want you to be seeing me. Carry on. The music part doesn't fit for me. Right. Thank you, darling. I'm gonna thank you so much. Please take your loved ones love, but I'm gonna separate that. That's what I wanted to use to separate. Okay. So carry on. I'm not with you, but God bless you for working with me. Thank you, darling. Okay. The music part, yeah. Sorry, I keep looking back at the screen because I'm getting so confused. Sorry. She's showing me a cup of tea. She's showing me a cup of tea. I know everyone loves tea, but she's showing me tea as being one of the only things that she would have that she would have loved. She drank tea all the time. Jade Fleming, yes, can take legs. She was in a wheelchair. Yeah. So she's showing me knees all the time. So I know she would have been, if not bedbound, she would have been in a wheelchair all the time. They tried to give her vegetables. They tried to make her eat vegetables. And she's saying, no, I'm not, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Lots of, I can smell green. So, okay. She's saying to me that her urine would have smelt really strong. I know that's something that sounds a bit over the top, but that's what she's giving me. So I know that her body really shut down. You take it, yeah. If anyone else can take, who was it that told me about the pick? Or who can take about the music? Because that's where I want to be. Okay. And she would have loved to listen to music. She's showing me like I can hear gramophone music. Okay, really beautiful music being played to me. My nan used to sing, Cheryl, bless you. Thank you for that. That's how she passed with a cup of tea. Oh, God bless her soul. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, that hit me right in my solar plexus. So I know I'm with you. Thank you, darling. It's Beverly French. This will fix except for the pick. Yeah. So there's okay. Thank you. Sometimes what can happen, and I'm not saying this is a get out, but sometimes what can happen is we get crossed. So if there's an energy, rather than wasting that energy, everybody else starts jumping on the bandwagon as well. So other people that had shared experiences, they'll start jumping in as well. Okay. So everyone who can connect, please take the love of spirit. Please take that, because that's always going to be there for you. Always that healing from your loved one. Right. Okay. Pancreatic cancer. All right. Don't tell me too much, my sweetheart. Thank you. Don't give me too much, but bless you, Jade. Okay. This could be where the stomach is coming through. Okay. There would have also been some internal sort of things not going right with the reproductive system as well. Okay. So there would have been some condition down there as well with her feminine parts of her body. She's talking about ice cream. So I know she absolutely loved ice cream. Okay. This would have been one of the things that she, if you took her to if she went to the park, you would have all had an ice cream. Okay. And this would have been something that she really, really enjoyed. She's giving I think I am with Cheryl. Cheryl, can you understand most of this, my darling? Because you hit me like a ton of bricks when you came through. So that's how she put. Yeah. Okay, thank you. You would understand that you love ice cream as well, and there would be a shared memory as well of both of you with ice cream. I'm going to say that, okay? Because I'm not getting an awful lot of much through, and I want to wind this up, okay? I'm going to give you. Oh, Dad would sneak her an ice cream. Lovely. Okay, I think we do have. Yes, Cheryl, you can understand that as well. Okay, bless. Please accept my love. Please accept all your family's love. This beautiful lady has had this opportunity to connect, and I know she's happy. I know that. I want to tell you that she is happy, and she's not the lady you once saw, that you last saw. She is not that lady anymore. We've got incredible freedom, and she brings you through pink. Okay, and pink to me means that lovely motherly, that beautiful motherly, unconditional, caring love that to me it smells of a beautiful perfume. Okay, because it is so lovely. I'm gonna leave this lovely woman's love with you, and the spray of beautiful roses and strawberries. Okay, and just really gorgeous. So thank you so much, all that have worked with me, and please take that love. Please take that love and have an ice cream. It's perfect weather for that. Thank you, Cheryl. God bless you, and God bless all that work for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Sarve, I'm going to try and disconnect myself a little bit now. My eyes are all funny. Is there any advice you can give us? Something that just some advice that you can give us about?
I mean, I would say at the moment we're going through a mass collective awakening.
Anything at all?
There's a mass collective awakening happening. I think everyone's aware of that and tuning into that. And this is happening so we start changing our lives and moving towards healing. Healing is becoming a real thing. I feel like there's an influx of healers that are coming out now, like myself. Yeah. And it's to support people so we can get rid of these blockages and traumas and things that are holding us back from being our best selves. So the advice that I would say is do your own healing work. Be open to change. I know change can be scary, but it's necessary. And we can't keep ignoring the signs in our bodies and in our minds and in our emotions that are crying out to be healed and helped and transmuted. And I would say, stop numbing yourself with alcohol and drugs and food and other people and start looking inwards and take responsibility for the things. It might be someone else's fault, you think, that you're suffering or the trauma in the past, but now it's your responsibility. It's your duty to tap into that and allow those things to come up and surface and allow those repressed emotions to be heard, acknowledged, healed and transmuted for good, because you do have an amazing life waiting for you. The better version of you is standing there beckoning you forward to say, just get through these processes and, skin the onion, as Richard said. We're all layers, it's all layered. So start skinning that onion, just shed those things that no longer serve you and allow yourself to ascend to a new level. And that's why my business is called Sarve Elevation. So my name is Sarve, and it's elevation is time to elevate. It's time to get rid of the old and work towards the new.
You have brought me so much joy. You've got a beautiful energy about you, and you've got such a holistic approach. And you've put, I think for me personally, and I think for everybody, a lot of people, you've put a lot of those fears to rest. About hypnotherapy, all that kind of, and you've made it feel so much more holistic rather than being something we just watched on telly.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's why I really wanted to come on here and talk about hypnotherapy, to make people understand it's not anything to be scared of. If anything, embrace it. If you have the opportunity to have a session or have self-hypnosis, do it, because you will see the difference. It's such a significant transformation and it's life-changing.
Yeah. It's transforming self, isn't it? It's your gift to yourself for self.
It really is. Investing in yourself. We go and buy this handbag or a car or whatever, but actually you're still going to feel empty and you're still going to feel numb with those things in your life. So you've got to go inwards. You've got to do the inner work to be able to.
That is something a lot of people will say. I know that for a fact, that we buy things, we eat things, we try and do this all the time, more. And it's in here we need to.
Exactly, Dawn. Exactly.
Thank you so much. God bless you. There's one last comment from you. You're an angel, an absolute angel. Beverly, how do I know what is holding me back? Do you need to know what it is before you have regression therapy?
That's the beauty, Beverly. You don't. That's my job. So people come in and say, for example, I have anxiety or depression or insomnia. I don't want to know what you think it is, because whatever the conscious mind think it is irrelevant, because the subconscious has all the answers. So you don't need to know before. You come in for the session, and that's what the regression and hypnotherapy is going to uncover.
Like a flower, you'll open like a lotus flower.
Indeed, yeah.
All the joys of it's a gift to yourself.
It really is.
I love it. So I found this really interesting. You and me both, Fiona. It's opened up a whole world for me. This is she is very soothing. Yeah.
Thank you.
She's like a little angel. I
Oh,
look at Sarve and see a mermaid. Oh, beautiful.
that's lovely. Thank you.
Really enjoyable show. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie. So this has been awesome. Thank you so much. And so you are Sarvenes Elevation.
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's have her handle back on the screen, Richard, if we can. Lots of thank yous coming through.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and being open.
Here we go. So you can check her out at www.sarveneselevation.com. And do you have a Facebook page?
I'm actually not on any social media currently. I know I'm a unicorn in this day and age, right? I haven't been for a long time. So no social media, but of course you can find me on my website, and please feel free to get in touch. I'd love to hear from you.
Brilliant. And don't forget the VIP area.
Yes.
Don't forget that. And Richard's in really, really lovely offer of the of winning yourself, that he's going to pay for a session for you. So that is awesome. Okay. So I'd like to thank, if there's nothing else at all, anything else you wanted to say before we
just thank you so much for having me. Thank you for being so lovely. I've really enjoyed myself, and just amazing. Thank you.
Okay. Kisses. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched SPTV today. Please check out Sarve, but don't get there before I have a chance to. Thank you so much, and thank you to our producer Richard. And everyone, please keep it, as always, SPTV. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.